2 to 3 hours. And here we can see the beginning of the race. So now it's just that later. I don't know if that's syncing problems or probably syncing because the I would say that the race room on SRL starts and splits at the same time. So I've also been kind of called out of urgency because basically the boss should have been commentating this race, but he's not feeling too well, so I'm here as a substitute today. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna go to bed a bit late. Also, Gamik's there. Woo. Bit of rust there showing. You have to follow the bunny, else you won't move. So Frosty with 2-second lead into the bunnies, but hey, 2 seconds is nothing entering bunnies. Gamik's with the good strats. Going around with Frosty. Nice snipe to the first bunny there. Oof, not getting it after that. Frosty's losing a lot of time going through there all the way. Gamik's adjusting his camera before the bunny. A strat I prefer not to do, but ooh, missing the snipe there. We'll see if Frosty can recover. Ooh, nice hit there. Grabbing by the skin of her teeth and getting the second bunny there. While Gamik's is losing a bit more time there. Definitely not the smoothest bunny for both runners. Oof. Yeah, these bunnies have been a bit naughty here. Frosty uses the green slimy thing you can spin to people's faces and Bowser's face to catch the bunny faster. Gamik's struggling a bit there. This section is not an easy section. It's very prone to resets. So Gamik's finally grabs the bunny at 148. Oof. Frosty, what are you doing? Okay, nice backup. Nice backup up there. Definitely lost a lot of time there in the beginning. Was pretty rough. Might be a little bit of rust for both runners. There. Frosty with a small advantage here. I was looking at disappearing now here as Frosty is in the lead going into the crystal break for Gateway. Going for safe strats there. Don't want to mess up here. Can lose a bit of time. Now on to the easiest part of Gateway, if we may. Frosty, what are you doing? Oh my man, what are you doing, Frosty? It's kind of an interesting routing here. I mean, it's not like it's particularly slower per se, just the launch server is going to spawn there. Gamik's with the correct movement up there. We'll see how he does. He's definitely caught up a bit with that. Going a bit safer with that small detour there. Trying to not lose time. So now we get near to cutscene skip now. As always, if you guys have any questions about the game or any mechanics, let me know. It's been quite a lot of races up until now on Speed Gaming, so I'm probably gonna be given some things for let's say known. Ooh, Frosty risking a lot there. You can actually soft lock in the game in that position if you hit the Goomba. I'm just going for the spin there. Oof, Frosty bonking into nothing. Feels bad, man. Going to cutscene skip. We'll see if any of the runner gets it. Frosty gets cutscene skip. Good. Pretty good. 12 seconds of time save. We'll see if Meowmix can get it. Entering the pipe in a stylish manner. And not exiting in a stylish manner at all. Frosty there showing off his experience with the category. Definitely not the first time he's running any percent. And yeah, definitely a bit of a rough Gateway. Still sub 450, which is okay, I guess. I mean, he's still probably like 13 seconds to 14 seconds behind his PB splits, which I don't have, but I'm going by what I've seen there on the color switch. So yeah, Frosty definitely having a bit of a 30-second advantage already exiting Gateway. That's going to be rough on Meowmix. Such an advantage is not nearly as definitive in this game, but I mean, exiting the first stage and being 30 seconds behind, it's not exactly pleasant, let's say. Now off to movie percent, as I often love to call this, which is, ooh, Frosty with one bit there. Oof. Take the 45 frames of time loss. Feels bad, man. So, judging by the last streams of Meowmix and Frosty, Frosty has been busy a lot with college. I spoke with him like 3 days ago, I think. He told me he was quite busy with college stuff going on, so he wasn't able to play that much. And well, Meowmix has been busy with other games, but I hope he had the chance to put in at least a slight amount of practice. As yeah, practice is key in such a long run. Frosty having a bit of difficulty with save skip there. Going in. We'll see how they fare in Good Egg 1. Star that's sometimes underestimated in difficulty. It's not the easiest thing in the world, and it's easy to lose time for no real reason. Other than just small movement mistakes, small problems that can arise there. So we'll see how they fare there. As Rusty's about to enter, we'll see the strats that they're going to use. Fast strats are not necessarily difficult. There is a bit of a long jump. It can cause some problems, but the rest is fairly easy as far as top level strats go. Frosty there, we'll see how many star bits he also manages to gather. There is 14 bits. Also, quite of an unorthodox long jump there. 15 bits is not too many, but I mean, also we're gonna see which routes they use. Just there's been a lot of not confusion really, just new route popping off in the community. Frosty with Frosty with a weird routing there. Meowmix also with 14 bits. Meanwhile, he enters the Peanut Planet there. And launching off in the distance is Frosty as Meowmix enters the same planet. Right now, triple jump for Frosty there. Oof, missing it. Just gonna trigger the cutscene. This is a chance for Meowmix to catch up a bit more. Managing to not get hit by the boulder there. Oof. Oof. Indiani walks into one. Frosty doing some kind of weird movement there. I guess it works. Getting trolled a bit by the gravity there. Another weird one. We'll see if Meowmix goes for the long... No, he goes for the safe one there. Smart option, I think. As Frosty triggers the Piranha fight at 908. Meowmix is not too far behind. He seems to have caught up a bit. Definitely. He got up back to 20 seconds of difference. Actually, a bit less. He messed up the movement last time in Good Egg 1. He might have practiced a bit this stage, which is a smart move. Frosty, misses just slightly, sub 10, Piranha. Which is a respectable time. I mean, it means you're a good runner. I mean, Not top level, but you're okay. You're an okay runner, okay to good runner. So Meowmix there is trailing by 18 seconds. He caught up even more in the fight, dude. Meowmix showing off there, strats. Had a very rough beginning, but now he's starting to get back in the groove, I feel. Oof, Meowmix, that's pretty rough. That beginning was pretty rough, but that good egg one looked very cool. Not joking. And yeah, I can speak from personal experience. I never look at the feed. Like, I literally, legit, when I do races, unless it's a clear-cut race, as in I will clearly lose or I will clearly win, I never look at the feeds. I just look at the feed when I enter Bowser, Final Bowser, to see what I need to do there with strats. The rest is nothing. So, Frosty entering Good Egg 2. Need to get 100 bits there, we'll see how its collection goes. 26 bits on the second half of the saucer, pretty good up until now. Oof, he gets the kill on the small enemies with the spin. It's something you don't want to do because you lose 3 bits doing that, but it still is at 61 bits, which is pretty darn good if I do say so myself. Nice Luma bounce. Oof, pretty lenient, luckily. That makes this 20 bits, it's gonna be a bit rougher for him. Needs to remember not to... Okay. He takes his time, but he gets the kills with the spin, with the pointer hit. So he gets more bits out of that, and he manages to recover a bit of the star bit deficit there. Oof, that Luma bounce being a bit rough to Meowmix. He finally gets it, and he manages to get off, firing it off into the distance. As Frosty gets 80 bits into the egg planet, takes the safety bits there. I wanted to kill the Goomba there. Okay, interesting strat there. We'll see how Meowmix fares in terms of bits. 63, 66. He's a bit on the short side, but should manage. Oof, 74 is okay. 74 is good enough. Oof, that was risky. He makes it happen there. As Frosty feeds the Luma there. That was pretty close for Meowmix. Close call, but he should be able to make it. Indeed. He's missing 1, but I think he didn't grab the bush there. Yeah, he manages to get it. The run is saved, guys. Frosty seems to be okay. Weird climb strats. Oof. He gets in the launch turret for 13, 14. And he's gonna... Ooh, weird jump angle there. Gets it back. Frosty keeping steady there. Doing a QLG. Ooh, gravity messing up with him. Having to slide there. Oh, and he misses a cycle. Right, he's losing a bit of the advantage he got back. Unfortunately. Might be able to recover some of it because Frosty was a bit shaky in the gravity flip section. Oof, that small bonk there, but he gets in the gravity soon, and the cycle is favorable, so good. Good news for Meowmix there. Entering there. Okay, we'll see what the deficit is after the star. I've seen a 14:06 return to the observatory for Frosty. He definitely caught up a bit in the final section. 24 seconds is the delta now. Now he's carrying over. He's been playing on a good level on these two levels. Frosty unfortunately has a big lead from Gateway, and that's currently a burden for Meowmix, but he might be able to catch a bit up here, because Frosty's going to attempt, as far as I know, only one skip. And if he doesn't, for some reason, it's going to be rough. It's make or break, let's say. I don't know if Meowmix is gonna do that as well. Ooh, Frosty missing there. The triple jump. Quick backup, but still sometime down the drain there. We'll see Frosty goes for the safe strats there. Smart play. Meowmix is doing HH1 skip movement, guys. Is Meowmix going to do the balls deep strats? He is doing that. He is doing that. Oof, that hurts. Still getting up pretty quickly. Doing the slope climb. Frosty's down there. Doing that. Oof, and he misses the jump! This is Meowmix's chance. This is Meowmix's chance, guys. Frosty's back down there. That's gonna hurt. Frosty's up. Meowmix wants to get the speed there, and he gets it. The jump was a bit early. Oof. Too bad. The jump was a little bit early. The rest of the execution was good. And Frosty's struggling a lot to get back up there. Ooh, Meowmix risking a death there, unfortunately. We'll see. This skip is very punishing if you fail it. You're seeing the time there that the runners have to lose if they want to reattempt the skip there. But it saves so much time. It's practically, if a runner gets it and the other doesn't, Frosty there, we're looking good. Oh, it was a bit too much on the left. Oh my god. This is hurting. This is hurting. And it looks like it could be either runner getting it. Ah, Meowmix. Ooh, that's so painful. Whoever gets the skip first will have the lead now. It's Frosty's turn, but he is struggling to get back up. It looks like Meowmix's movement is slightly better in this section. Meowmix, he's definitely improved since last time I've seen him play. He might have grinded that secretly, or it might be me not watching the stream because he's from the US and, well, it's not kind of friendly to me. I've been able to tune into Meowmix's stream just a couple of times. Frosty reattempting that third try. That looks good. Yeah, that was great. That try was good. Meowmix now trying for the third time. That looks good. The spin timing was a bit early, but I guess this will shove it out. That was good. Frosty jumping on Captain Toad for good measure. And looks good. It's good that both runners have been able to get skip in the end. Even though there was a bit of a trial and error process. But it's definitely looking like Meowmix caught up a bit in there. Like Meowmix's movement was way better in getting back up. Gotta give the credit where credit's due there. And he caught up massively. He's within 5 seconds now. That's a lot of time. Yeah, Meowmix is catching up definitely with that. Considering that the skip, this is basically an even playing field because both runners got the skip third try. But Meowmix's movement in getting back up was better basically, and so was able to catch up and get time there out of nowhere seemingly. That was weird, but also cool. Right now going on to Trouble on the Tower, and we'll see if any of the runners goes for fast HH2, which is gonna save 6 seconds over the normal variant, give or take. Frosty with the QLG there. Meowmix as well. We'll see how Frosty fares here. Nice wall kick. Both going for fast on the F2. Meowmix struggling a bit with the wall kick on the first try, gets on the second. That's an interesting strat from Meowmix there. Frosty struggling a bit with the wall kick there. Power climb now from both runners. Pretty neat. Oof. I'm just going for a bit of a safer strat there. And in the end, opting for an Omen ground pound as Frosty gets hit by the Bugaboo there. Not the Bugaboo is the big one. You get the point though. And it looks to me as though Meowmix caught up at 2 seconds. No, 1 second. 2039 fade out over 2035 for Frosty. So Meowmix is slowly but surely catching up there. Maybe it's the nerves catching up a bit for both of the runners. That was for on one skip. That skip can be so punishing. Like it's very let's say in the tournament setting it's very make or break. That skip is of course not the end of the world if you don't get it, since the run is so long you can easily make up time. But just the confidence you get by not getting the skip. If you don't adapt quickly and say, okay, that happened, let's move on. Since it's the first star in Onion, your entire Onion can go just to destroy itself, and that would not be good. Frosty, what are you doing, man? Oof, Meowmix got the bonk there. Oof. Still not too bad. The backup was pretty good there. Also, we'll see which routes are going to be used by them. The first break-even point is going to be the... Well, Frosty getting a load of distance with that beat there. First break-even point is going to be for the pushback in Battle 3 or Space Jam Comet. Space Jam Comet signifying pushback. And the second one is going to be where I don't remember where because the route is so old, so I'm gonna check it out. OP. Commentators doing their job, you know. Both runners going for B less. Keep up. Which is basically, generally, runners get rid of the B suit because you can do 2 long jumps in the end instead of having to walk to the star. That's slightly faster, but the B suit is more consistent. So it's, as usual, it's a game of balance. It's a balancing act between going fast and be consistent while doing that. So appreciate the fact that the runners choose B suit in this instance, especially given the HH1 shenanigans happened before. So about work 0% of the time. Yeah, that's a pretty common issue. Especially the sensor bar tends to fall a lot to the ground, and that's not helpful. But I found out that generally when that happens it's not like the sensor bar, more like the Wiimote the issue. Both runners being basically tied going into loop-the-loop. Loop-the-loop is always... It's not like you can gain a lot of time in the stage, but it's gonna be interesting because you can go for Bolz's strats, but time there is not gonna be pleasant at all. So Frosty trying the no coins. Meowmix just doesn't do that, which I mean makes sense. You can just try to not do that. You can actually be a little bit faster in the first section and on the last turn. We'll see how both the runners fare. Pretty close race up until now. Ooh, Frosty there, jumping. You don't want to risk there. Yamis gets an additional Luigi there. Also, what? Oh, oof, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. It's a 30-second time loss there. I think that didn't look like that looked like it was just the motion control not doing stuff, because I don't know. That looked like ooh, oh, Meowmix, close call again. Just take it safe, man. He does not. He just goes to the ballsy turn there. Oh my god. Frosty ends this. But that looked weird. Like, that was a constant turn angle, just like his Wiimote was not working. That was weird. I don't know, that didn't look normal to me. Yamix, if you're listening, you might want to try to get a bit farther away from the TV with the Wiimote. That happens when you're too close also. I don't know, it might help. Yeah, I thought so. Frosty now has a sizable lead due to that. I didn't see Frost's time for the race, but that's not the point here, I guess. But yeah, that constant turn radius, like that looked like totally the Wiimote not connecting to the sensor bar anymore. Because if he wasn't turning, you would have seen a bit of an oscillation in the turn. But no, that was like constant radius going down. Well, now Frosty entering flip switch. And we'll see, flip switch can be a very technical galaxy, very punishing if you don't get it right. Frosty opting for the long jump strat there. A bit safer, also a bit slower, but as said before, safer is better than slower sometimes. Oof, manages to get the last panel fast enough, getting the cycle. Doesn't... Oof, he tried to go for the triple jump strat, but unfortunately that didn't work. He still gets the spring. We'll see how many fares there. Oof, Meowmix gets zapped and ripped early cycle there. Oof, but you know what else? Meowmix, my man, you might want to take the coin. Doing ballsy strats. The coin just isn't for Meowmix there. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close again. Ooh, that was... Oh, that hurts. Oof. Ouch. Safety coin. It loses half a second after the stage, but sometimes it saves your life, and now that's exactly what I meant there. Actually, on the second run, Meowmix not deterred. Pretty good flip switch on the second run. There, Frosty gets a good mega leg skip there. Meowmix is not deterred. Pretty good skip there. Pretty good flip switch there. Frosty's building on that lead though. It must be tough for Meowmix now. That loop the swoop. Well, loop the swoop. God, this is 120. And loop-de-loop was pretty harsh. But the game is still very, very long. There's still 2 hours of run. Anything can happen there. But he's nowhere close a sizable lead up until now. Ooh, Frosty. I don't know how we back that up. Probably he doesn't know as well. Wow. Meowmix, my man, failing the skip there. Looks like he's spinning a bit too early. Yeah, definitely looks like he's being a bit too early there. Or not holding A. That's rough. Oof. As Frosty is able to exit terrace and go into fountain. And Meowmix, I don't know, he's going for the bullet bill now. That probably is a smart play there. Going into the launch star now. Fortunately, Frosty pulling up an even greater lead after that. But we're about to enter an unpleasant place in the run, and I know something about that myself. So, yeah, Space Junk being Space Junk, we'll see what happens there. Reset Junk can be, let's say, let's not say anything about Space Junk, can we? Ooh. That was risky, but also cool to see at the same time. I mean, it's pulling off some great backups there. Also, gravity there being a bit weird. Where have I seen that? Where have I seen that again? Oh, about everything, everywhere else in this game. OP. We'll see if Yamix can get a straight bullet bill phase there, as Frosty faltered a bit there. It looked like he would lose a lot of time, but then he managed to back it up. So we'll see how Yamix goes there. Oof, bullet bill in the face. Oof, bullet bill destroys the barrier. See if he's trying to... Okay, he's trying to lure the bullet bills through the barrier. Okay, nice there. Nice backup there. Frosty, they're failing though, as J1 skip. And that doesn't look to be going well again. Yeah, this skip can be rough. This is another chance for Yamix to catch back. Oof. Ooh, Frosty falling almost all the way back again. Looks like Frosty might want to go for the backup there. And the backup strat works there. I should use my setup. That setup that I should use it more because it saves lives. And Frosty going for Sludgy Hop there, but no avail. Oof. Definitely not the best of days for Frosty there in Space Junk. Manages to get Sludgy Hop third try. Frosty going for safe. Pure, completely and totally safe strats there. Wow, my man. Yeah, completely safe strats there. Yeah, pretty good though. Here for safety, you don't want to die there, especially in Comet. Felix enters Space Junk 1. We'll see if he can recover a bit there. Frosty made some mistakes. Skip failed 3 times. Also 3 costly times because he waited a bit to see if that went well. That didn't, unfortunately, so we'll see if Yamix can catch up a bit more there. Yamix is going upwards. Doesn't look like he's gonna do the setup for the fast skip there. Or Willie. Looks like he has a setup for that. It's pretty interesting, but... I don't know. We'll have to see if that works. That doesn't look too bad, but nope. That setup is pretty weird. I know this skip is a lot like. That doesn't look bad at all, and that went through there. I know that didn't look particularly faster or slower to Frosty's. As Frosty enters at Space Jam 2 and is already added at a pretty quick pace to Kamala's fight. Yamik's not doing Sludgy Hop there. Probably saving time in the process over Frosty. Ooh, Frosty missing a shell throw there. Ooh. The Koopa shells being main to Frosty today. That was a clean hit though. Yamik's going for the fast stuff there instead. Yamik's today has been going for fast stuff. The weird part is that he's not necessarily failing the fast stuff. Indeed, he's actually failing like the skips mostly. Or some strats that are considered hard, but the movement is being on point. Frosty getting a cancel that didn't cancel anything. That was pretty weird, but I guess it works. Frosty getting the cycle cancel after Kamala fired the fireball. But whatever works, and Frosty has been proving that. He's ahead. By almost an entire star. By the way, now the key to Frosty's success right now, it's been just consistency. It's nailed some skips first try, and aside that small hiccup in HH1, well, small, that was pretty big actually, but aside from that, he's been looking good. Nailing everything consistently. His movement not necessarily super cool, but it's been doing the job. It's been doing the job and it works, and whatever works, well, just keep it. It works. Why should he change it? We'll see if Yamix has some aces up his sleeve to turn this round in SJ2. You don't want to throw your shell too late there. Because you don't want to kill the Magic Hoop and lose a ton of time there. Frosty's shell phase has been a bit rough there. We'll see if Yamix can do better. Yes, ooh, that was pretty close. And that looked like a hit and a half to me there. Frosty, we'll see if he attempts rolling green skip. Now he's looking good with the strat there. No, he doesn't. Frosty goes down there. Now he's got good RNG there. Yeah, his SJ2 is looking faster than Frosty's by now. Doesn't try the landing, the fireball cancel. Okay, now Mix My Man, you're making me have an artifact and a half. Frosty throws away the bits as he ends rolling green. I'm gonna take the time after rolling green. Now Mix gets his butt lit up a bit. Okay. You gotta wait. Okay, nice. Don't want to throw your shell again too fast. Risk missing it. Another cycle. 39, 35 star fade out with Frosty after rolling green. We'll see the delta time there. Now my feeling is that he's catching up a bit. I have a feeling Yamix is catching up a bit. I don't know. That Space Jump 2 looked like a bit cleaner than Frosty. As Frosty goes into BR1. We'll see the triple jump. What ends up happening on the triple jump? Frosty's gonna attempt that. I'm pretty sure he is. Ooh, gaining a lot of fight there. Frosty, looking good with that skip. Holding that A so long, gaining a ton of fight on that second jump, and sacrificing a bit of speed for consistency once more. Willingly or not, I don't know. Ooh, the delta's growing though. It's about 2 minutes, I think. Now I'm getting a beep warning for the batteries. Hope they don't die out. They should hold together. Let's say like IKEA batteries or something. I've had them once. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that at home, guys. IKEA batteries are not good. They're like cheap as F, but they're not good. Of course. Ooh, Yamik's there with the momentum jump. That looked cool. If you can find a way to not kill the momentum after the jump, that looked very cool. That looks like 2 minutes and 40 seconds for Meowmix. Oof. That's rough. That's pretty rough. He might be able to catch up back though, considering the... No, BR1 for Meowmix. We'll see how he fares there. ShadowFrost is 1 whole star ahead now. Now the triple jump there. Meowmix has some problems before with the skip, with a similar skip in Mega Leg. So we'll see there how he fares. He's gonna attempt that, of course. Oof. Second try. I still have the feeling he's spinning too early. I don't know why, guys. And he gets third try. But in the words of the great sage Hardcore Gaming 07, I don't get why people spin too early for that. After I heard those words, I've never failed that skip. I'm not even joking. Yamik's pointer isn't looking that good. Might be sensor bar. Yeah, sensor bar is killing it on the top left. Might be that his pointer is blocked from the sensor bar. Frosty with a good beginning, however, in BR2 there. Looking clean. And Frosty will see if he does the camera manipulation. It doesn't look like he's gonna do that. He's not. Firing off up in the air and then into the distance with the launch star activated. He's gonna go to the minefield. We'll see if he attempts a fast threat. No, he's not. Frosty's keyword today has been safety, and it's been paying off up until now, so nothing to say about that. Now Meowmix has the bullet locked into the cage. Oof, that looked weird and rough. That looked like it will almost make it. Well, the cage is gone now, so... He then adds the bullet locked into the cage in BR1 and finishes the star. Frosty not doing the camera manip there as well. He waits. Ooh, that's hurt. That's gonna hurt. Ouch. That's a bigger time loss than it looks, and it looks bad already. Unfortunate for Frosty there, missing the Luma in the crystal there by just a tad, but it's a tad that matters a lot. He gets it on the second hit. And this is another chance for Meowmix to catch up. Frosty's been making small to medium mistakes, not huge stuff, but Meowmix can capitalize on those mistakes if he's able to not making the same mistake. And we'll see Frosty not doing the camera manip either. Going with a completely camera manip free strat, he makes it. That looked close. Yeah, there's 2 hours left. There's 2 hours left. That's the point. That's the whole point of that. Also, was that first frame jump? The first frame jump of the game from Meowmix? Unless I'm drunk, which I probably am. I'm drunk on caffeine, which is a thing, I guess. I don't know. Is my man Frosty doing the pushback? That certainly looks like it's the case. Or it could be the Space Jam Comet swap route. Dude, this music, the speedrun Comet music, I'm hearing that every single day as I practice the star. Like, not even joking. But it's still cool, so shoutouts to the composers. Oof, that's not gonna make it, Frosty. Okay. Meowmix going entering the minefield now. Going for a bit of a faster strat there. Not too bad. Frosty gets a second try. Oh, Frosty doesn't get second try. Frosty goes for intended there. Oh my. Oof. That star chip being rough to Frosty there. Another chance to catch up and gets amped. Ouch, that's gonna hurt Frosty. As Meowmix tries to catch up, we'll see if he doesn't mess up the crystal zone. If he even does camera manip, no he doesn't. And Meowmix gets it first try. That's a big time save over Frosty there. Spider bounce. Why not? That was a good one for Frosty. Definitely better. Sludgy hop. Now Frosty going to enter a Monkai section there. Again, going for safe strats. You don't want to die here. It's the worst feeling in the game. Besides failing drip drop on PB base, but then after that directly comes dying in Space Jump Comet in the final section. That's totally Monkai's. And Pepe Hands. And a lot of more stuff. Meowmix enters Bedrock free and is going to use the normal route then. Don't worry for that, Meowmix, my man. I have the comparison sheet completely ready, because it also happens that I route the game. So, you can count on me for comparisons there. Okay, so Meowmix looks ahead right now, but it's because he's in... Frosty's already done Space Jam Comet, so Meowmix is actually a bit behind there, as your star count can tell you. I had a bit of a blackout in the on the restream. I hope it didn't affect you guys, but I'm back now. That makes with a triple jump there. Alex has been saving time over the last star. So I don't know about that. Frosty is doing the pushback confirmed now. He's going for Bedrock 3, which means he's not doing Bowser. And Yamix, I don't know if he's gonna go for the old route or the Space Junk Comet route. Certainly not doing Space Junk Comet might help, actually, Meowmix, because well, Space Junk Comet is a pretty harsh star. So that might be actually favorable for him. We'll see how that goes. Rusty there with a bit more difficulties on that. Meowmix's movement is looking crisp, gotta admit. Rusty is a bit early there. Oh, he still makes it. Meowmix in the fight with the top man. Small top man is being annoying, as always, of course. Oof, that's bad. Like, when the top man hits the electricity but also doesn't. Being juggled around never feels good, but in the end, he makes it happen and the fight ends for Meowmix. And he grabs the star there. So let me, oof, Frosty there, a bit too ambitious there. Let me retrieve my comparison sheet so I can see where it is. Where is the basement? Where is the basement? Okay, here's the base bit. Oof! Literally what my comparison sheet says is it's a bloody mess. Great. Fantastic. Oh my god. Great. Just haven't switched the star order. Okay, then you do the common route. So that's good. That's good. The comparison isn't completely wrecked. Okay, Meowmix gets the warp second try, unless I'm drunk. Because I was checking the comparison routes. Sorry if I missed some action there. Ooh, Meowmix going for the BLJ there. Wrong game, but it still works. Frosty there. So there with the fight already in the Daredevil Comet. Ooh, it's risky, but it still makes it happen there. Nice. As Meowmix is into the Bowser fight. Yeah, it's just a meme. Basically, basically the character can do a motion very similar to a BLJ from 64, but it's not really BLJ, and it generally kills you, but Meowmix saved himself. So my comparison tells us that Meowmix, the pushback is 3 minutes 45 seconds behind after Bowser. So we're gonna have to subtract this time from the lead that Meowmix has, and we'll have the actual comparison. Meowmix is hitting Bowser in the face for the second time as Frosty enters the level. He's not doing Death Warp, guys. Those long jumps looking pretty crisp, though. That's nice. That's pretty nice, guys. That was pretty good. Not gonna lie. That's a pity. That was one of the best first sections I've ever seen. Not doing the warp. It was pretty good. Like, that looked very good from Frosty there. That makes ends and wraps up Bowser without any major problem. It looks like he's gonna catch the star at 56:15, the star animation ending. So we're gonna use that as a point of reference for Frosty and see where he actually stands up. Yeah, okay, just a small explanation on BLJs and what they actually are from 64. Basically what 64 works, physics works in a weird way, and the game tried to stop you from glitching by adding backward speed at a certain point. They didn't count on the fact that players can actually backwards long jump, as in they can actually long jump in a backwards manner. And when that happens, basically the game adds backward speed, so the game actually adds to your speed every time you long jump, and that can allow for some pretty neat glitches, including the glitches used to complete the game in one star. And so basically what happens there is Luigi does a similar motion as he jumps, but he's also jumping backwards. But he's going forwards but jumping backwards, so we call it BLJ. Because it coincidentally happens also when you usually long jump in that position. So that's a thing. Yannick's there, entering kitchen now. As Frosty's wrapping up Bowser there. We'll have a delta time. My feeling is that Meowmix caught up a bit. He was 2 minutes 40 behind. He's less now. He's definitely behind by less. Because at 56:15, which is equal to an hour in the pushback, and Frosty's just now finishing Bowser, so that's actually 1 minute and 40 seconds. Meowmix has been catching up. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Also nice skip there in BB1. That skip looked pretty neat. So Frosty will head now to the kitchen as well. We're gonna start keeping a close eye on starbit counts for both runners, because that can be pretty close. And we've already seen a race when the starbit count made a difference, but Frosty's already pretty comfortable. 373 starbits is a lot. He's going safe, I guess. Meowmix now enters Beach Bowl 2. A starter can be annoying to lose time on. It's pretty simple. Also, nice surface whim there. Meowmix's movement is looking crisp, dude. The last time I'm genuinely surprised. It's much better than the last time I've seen him play. That's a shame, actually, that you made these mistakes in the beginning, because this run is looking good. I'm not joking. That was looking very good. Frosty now entering Sunken Treasure. Fake news there, dude. Gonna do the triple jump to get the star and nothing else. Just go upwards onto the hill. Now it's looking with a pretty neat Beach Bowl 2. Frosty taking its time. Ooh, that was pretty close. Doing waterfall jump? Yep, he's doing waterfall jump. Ooh, that was risky, but he gets the back up though. Meow Mix, my man, you're a bit low on star bits. Might want to get a bit more. He still has a lot of stars to get star bits in. First of which, and the most important, is Peach Bowl's secret now. So, Peach Bowl's secret for Meow Mix now, Peach Bowl 2 for Frosty. Yes, we'll compare next comparison on Luigi Rescue Star. Frosty now adds on doing the long jump strats. I've recently switched to the long jump strats because they're just a tad slower but way more consistent, at least for me, than the surface swim. Because I need to learn a setup for the surface swim, of course. As you can see, Frosty there barely gets into the window where it's actually faster to do that. The Meow Mix animation cancel looking good there. We'll lure the Cataquack, which is a slightly slower strat, but way more consistent. Pretty nice. Oof. Well, not a huge deal. Just a couple of seconds of time loss there for Meow Mix, but looking pretty crisp in general. Frosty reveals the scam and grabs the star, gets the F out of there, and that concludes that star there. The waterfall jump was pretty neat by Frosty there. Frosty definitely shows off that he's got a couple of tricks up his sleeve, like the pushback. He's slowly working on that, I think. Last time we've seen him, he was still using the old route and stuff, but I guess he caught up a bit with the way the game works now, and definitely showing that. It's going for safe strat, but every now and then, let me just do this new thing, which is cool. That makes my man the bits, dude. Hope you're fine with bits. That's pretty Monka-esque, missing the bits there. It's very Monka-esque, actually. Actually, Monka Giga. If you don't know what it means, it's very... Ooh! Ow! Oof, that's rough. I generally thought it would work. That's rough for Meow Mix. Was a bit slow on the ante there, fortunately. Oof, still makes it happen. It's pretty fine. As Frosty he's going to complete Peach Bowl's secret there. We'll see if he goes for the... I don't know what to call that. We'll see if he goes for the ice jump strat. Frost animation cancel again there. No, he's going for the Cataquack there. Oh, going for a risky path. Oof. You don't want to do that, Frosty. You don't want to do that, Frosty. Ouch. That hurts. Ouch. Monka-esque. That's pretty bad. Frosty's losing a ton of time there. That hurts. The Cataquack drowns. Frosty has to get back, grab the flower. This is Meow Mix's chance, guys. This is Meow Mix's chance because he already has completed the star. He's done the undersea cavern there. Frosty finally grabs the star, but that was pretty harsh on him. And Meow Mix enters Ghostly 1 now. Frosty's already with a lot of bits there. He's gonna enter now Ghostly 1. But the thing is, Pushback is 2 minutes behind in Ghostly 1. So we'll see. Because, well, Meowmix gained a lot of time on Frosty with that, but Meowmix also died in Beach Bowl 3. That makes a little bit of trouble with the Boo as Frosty enters the same galaxy. Oh, that you don't want that to happen. He grabbed the star way too soon. You want this to use the star in the final section there, what Meowmix is doing right now. Getting it too early can be a problem. Oof. Ooh. Okay, Meowmix manages to get it back. Frosty momentum reset, but pretty fast grab there. Still has speed. He carried the speed that much, even though he grabbed the star too soon. That was good. Starship section looking pretty neat. Frosty wants to do the sludgy strat there, but doesn't grab the chip. The strat is pretty hard, because if you are close enough for the chip... Ooh, Meowmix not doing Mansion Clip there. If you're close enough for the chip, you're also usually close enough for a spin bonk, which is not pleasant. That makes our man get more... Frosty there, perfect Mansion Clip there. He gains 20 seconds with that. Meowmix ends the star now. I hope he has enough bits. That would be a shame if he doesn't. I don't think he will not have bits, but... Oof. I think that's not bode well. He should have enough bits, but I don't know. We'll see that. We'll see to that. Oh my god! Oh my god! 400 on the spot. Oof. That was very Monka's. That was way too close, man. Wow. Frosty not sure if he wanted to grab 420 bits or 404 bits for the memes. In the doubt, he grabbed 424. Can we count that as a double meme? I don't know. I don't think that works this way, but okay. Planned. Oof, Meowmix falls off there. Rip. That strat looks super cool, but also super risky. With the two long jumps. So Frosty star select at 49. Meowmix star select at 54. Add 2 minutes for pushback. Meowmix is 2 minutes and 5 seconds behind. In Kitchen we were pretty much even out. They both made a medium-sized mistake, let's say. So that pretty evens out, pretty much evens out. Frosty's a bit more sharp in Kitchen, I feel. Whereas Meowmix was a bit more sharp in Fountain. At least that was an impression I got, but they both are doing pretty good in Sweet Sweet. Long jumping away into the distance. Ooh, Meowmix gets a backflip. Luckily, already got an additional Luigi back then in Loop the Loop. So Meowmix is getting a ton of bits there. They both are getting bits here. Would recommend, with personal preference, let's say. Looking pretty crisp, not too bad. Meowmix's movement actually was pretty good, aside from the backflip. Frost is a bit more conservative, but that's been the tone of this game. Frosty being slightly maybe bit more careful with his movement, but his consistency has been the key up until now. Whilst Meowmix is generally looked quicker to me, but those mistakes in some strats have been really hurting him. But he seems to have stabilized. The time loss is not as prominent as before, and he seems to be back on the track. So really hope we have We're gonna have Meowmix catching up with some cool strats, and that would be a pretty good thing, pretty cool race. Both entering Onyad Comet now. No, actually, Meowmix is entering Good Egg Galaxy because difference is in routing. The entrance is perfectly equal, by the way. Meowmix there doing the triple jump after the LJ. Hardest star in the game done. Meowmix is going to win the race now, unless Frosty first tries to star. So we'll see what Frosty goes for. I highly doubt he's gonna be going for the IL strat. Oof, missing the speed boost there at the beginning. But he might be going for the fast drop. Let's see. It doesn't look like he's going. Yeah, he's going for the safe strat. Understandable. I do that as well. But I'm a bad runner, Kappa. Pretty nice. We'll see how Meowmix tackles the obstacle as Frosty goes into the hardest star in the game. Oh my god, Frosty's going for it! He makes it. What a legend, dude. What a legend. Meowmix, he's going for the standard strat as well. Ooh, gets a bit tangled up in the Ani there, but nothing too... Nothing too big there. They've kept their exact positions through these 2 stars. Race looking pretty close there. Looking very, very close. Now Frost is going to go for Beach Ball Comet. Whilst Meowmix is going to go straight. Wait a second. I might be missing something. Frosty going for safe movement there. Meowmix going for the ballsy version. He barely gets it. Small time save there. Frost is going for Beach Ball 3 and Meowmix is going for Beach Ball Comet now. The pushback is back to 3 minutes and 45 seconds behind after this star, so we'll have to factor that in. Frosty with a weird jump angle, still looking good there. Meowmix died before in the star. He's looking to get his revenge. Doing normal strats there. Ooh, that's interesting. Also going too fast, man. Oh, Frosty dies there. That can hurt him. This is Meowmix's chance. Gotta wait there, mate. Don't rush. Meowmix not doing the skip there. I don't know if Frost probably will. I think it died there. I lost the thing though. He is going for it. Gets a skip. What a legend. Pretty much gets back the time lost from the death. But Meowmix not doing the skip. He is doing the same strats, I feel, Pots, but his movement is more on point, as far as I can tell. His movement is way better than last time I've seen him play, which is pretty good. I don't know what is the space versus PB. Somebody can check that. There's no creepy guard at the official timepiece of the tournament. Where is that creepy guard? Probably sleeping because he's a Belgian low, Belgium Omega low. He's from Belgium. He's probably sleeping right now. But I don't think he's doing too bad compared to his PB. The first part was very, very rough to Meowmix, but the rest is looking pretty good. Meowmix taking it with pretty easy. Frosty doing combat now. Oof, that jump is gonna be Monka S. He takes a safe route. Again, Frosty would say, ooh. Meowmix, it's the mine. That's gonna hurt a lot. Frosty going for the second trap to skip. Making it. Good. Meowmix loses a bunch of time there after Bubble Breeze. I'm gonna be timing after Airship Armada because I know there's other differences in the routing, so Airship Armada is the best bet for our timing for the comparison. Meowmix, my man, take it safe there, dude. It's better to take it safe instead of risking it and going for ballsy stuff. Ooh, my man, you're risking a lot. Is going for make or break there. Going around mine. Frosty going for a very spooky sprint, or not. We'll see. So, Meowmix is out of Bubble Breeze with 26 stars. Frosty got a frame-perfect jump cancel instead of the normal canceling. Okay, man. That was weird. Frosty not going for the island strat. He's preferring this strat. That was risky. Frosty not going for the L. That looked cool. Weird, but cool. I've seen the strat before once, I think. Also, a small mention to something that I didn't mention before, but this is losers round 2, which means that the person that loses this match will be eliminated from the tournament. Only 3 people have the privilege of being in the winner's bracket right now. One being Danny GG, the second being Archer Gaming, which we'll face in the winners semifinals on Tuesday. And the third is Sludgy Gamer, currently in the finals. Meowmix trying a bit too ambitious on the jump there, as Frosty completes the level with a pretty nice ghostly secret. Oof, that hurts. That hurts so much. That hurts my heart seeing that. I'm just getting a bit tilted, I fear. Oh, that was pretty close as well. They both are not doing the island jump. Ooh, that backflip. It means he's gonna have to do the normal strats. Meowmix. Ooh. He jumps off there. He thinks it's faster to do the normal thing, which probably is right. Should have done that bit early, but probably is right. Don't want to get that coin. You don't want to start a thing. This long jump looks promising. Nice. Now Frosty has to avoid making the same mistake to gain a bit more time. Wait a second. Wait. Okay. Oh my. Meowmix going for keyless. Holy balls. My man, what are you doing? Keyless. Oh my god. Meowmix is on fire with the strats. He's trying ballsy stuff. Forget balls of steel. This man got balls of adamantium, dude. Maybe swinging a bit too early. He goes for the normal strat, and he gets it pretty fine. Frosty completes both rays without any problems there. Unfortunately for Meowmix, the time is building on. You're gonna sub 3 by like miles, dude. What are you saying? Frosty there entering now Airship Armada. As is Meowmix. Unfortunately for Meowmix, this means 3 minutes and 45 seconds of lead for Frosty, as he's doing in a different route. Now, this level is pretty hard, very punishing if you fail, easy to lose time in, for no real reason, honestly. Frosty going for the safe shot with the cannon, again. Safe strats. Ooh, pointer being silly for Meowmix for a bit there, but he takes it safe. Frosty ultra crouch from the very beginning, like... Not doing the long jump, even. Well, is Meowmix gonna attempt that? No, he's not. He is. This is a bit too late, but I think he still saved a tiny bit of time with that. Frosty shoots. Oh my god, Frosty. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. At least he didn't kill the Koopa shell with that. He still is able to throw it at Bowser Jr. Cool backup. Meowmix still being on point with the shells up until now. He sticks with the shell for a second there. Doesn't want to mess it up. Nice. Meowmix looking sleek on that fight. Like, that was pretty good. He gained back some time on Frosty. He got 10 seconds back there. This is back and forth, back and forth. Meowmix has been oscillating between 3 minutes and 3 to 4 minutes and 2 minutes of Frosty. But still, there's still a lot of time up until the end of the run. But Frosty there unlocks the 4 galaxies with the power of the pushback. And Meowmix is trying to initiate a recovery now. Frosty as well, trying to extend his lead, going into the Fountain second trip. It's gonna be a shorter trip for Frosty though, because of the route. After that, we're gonna have a good comparison, like an even comparison. Since the routes converge on the same thing. Meowmix risking it a bit there, acknowledging that he couldn't make it, and going back. That was the safe. That was the smart play there. Smart play, Meowmix, not losing more time. Frosty though going into a Riscurry. And Meowmix completing Battle C as his next star. A star that Frosty already has done. Frosty there with 3 long jumps, put on an orthodox strat, but it works, I guess. Frosty doesn't want Starbase there, and is right in doing so. Ooh, it's been a while since I last seen this strat in a Riscurry. Safer, easier, tad slower, but it's been the name of the game. Frost has been doing consistent safe strats all the time, and it's paying off. The man clearly knows what he's doing. Nice sync start grab. These two stars look pretty even. And, well, Frosty right now is gonna head to Battle Luigi. Meowmix still having to do Space Jump Comet, and he's now gonna do a Scurry. Pretty quick star, but nonetheless, he's gonna just let him fall back a bit more, and you guys are gonna actually see the sense in what I've been saying of this 3.5 minutes of difference between the runners because of the route. ShadowFrost, first try, triple jump in Battle Luigi, nice. A bit of a weird orbit jump, but still makes it work. Ooh, Meowmix having a bit of trouble there in the first section of her scurry, but still makes it through quite unscathed. Scathed. I don't know. My accent is hurting me a lot, and I'm tired. Damn you, pods. Meowmix still gets the note at the end, so pretty good. All is good there for Meowmix. I'm just looking a bit demoralized in chat there. My man, you can do it. And there's still a lot of things in the run that can go wrong, like Gold Leaf 2, like Final Bowser, like Toy Time 1. There's a buttload of stuff that can go wrong, so you can save a lot of time with that if that happens. There is still a buttload of time in the run. Frosty fooling around a bit there, forgetting that you can do a triple jump there, but doing a long jump instead. Not doing a sludgy there, or me, or kinda everybody. Somebody, if you run this game, you have to once grab Battle Rock 1 into the Battle Rock Luigi. That's a thing. Need to find the Ouija. Ooh, Meowmix going into Space Jump Comet now. Pretty good, pretty big hurdle in a run. Oh, Meowmix can get the thing going. The thing looks, oh, that's bad. Oof. That looks pretty neat. And indeed it was. Going on then in the stage. There's a sharp contrast in between the images there. Frosty looking pretty calm and collected in the observatory, Meowmix blasting off in the comet, not doing sludgy hop again. As Frosty enters bedroom now. And goes for Gusty Garden. Pretty linear stage. Gusty Garden 1 is free. Gusty Garden 2 is Monka-esque sometimes. Gusty Garden 3 is alright. So Gusty Garden is pretty much, aside from Gusty Garden 2 and the long jump in Gusty Garden 3, the rest is pretty, let's say, quiet. It's not a bad place for the run. As is Freeze Flame, really. Both the galaxies have a couple of strats that can lose you time, but the rest is pretty chill. Nice bounce there for Frosty. Frosty's looking good there. Oof, but leaves the flower a bit too early there. He grabs a metric ton of star bits there. Not advised because it causes lag, but I mean, the frames lost are not nearly as many as lag in other games would suggest. Ooh, Frosty's going for the normal vine strat. Skipping the triple jump. killing the plan there. Namix entering now, batter up Luigi. After Space Jam Comet went on without trouble, luckily for Namix. I'm gonna take the time for Frosty after Gusty Garden. That was neat. That was pretty neat. Nice alternative strategy there. 131.08 grab for the star for Frosty in Gusty Garden. Yeah, Frosty, we can tell that you were practicing a bit. Also, iPlumber, aka new member of the Galaxy community, and longtime Frosty viewer and BSG fellow gamer. I love the fact that I go to BSG and stuff, and I'm Italian, lol. So much for Benelux. Italy confirmed part of Benelux 2018. Frosty now adds to Gusty Garden 2, which is a couple of Monk-esque moments. Namix there getting 2 bullet bills. You don't want to... Okay, 1 bullet bill breaks the cage there. Second looks pretty clean though. Frosty there getting a lot of bits. Killing them all and adding on, blasting into the distance for the most cancerous plant in the game. Easily. Good camera strats there. Frosty, what are you doing? Oh, that's exactly why it's the most cancerous plant in the game. Not being able to find the mole. He is, in the end, he remembers where the mole is. Unfortunately, the moles don't move unless they're on camera, so that doesn't help at all. Now it's bonking the observatory on the library. That's the weight of science for you, man. Oof. Getting a backflip there. Now Frosty is going to reach Major Burrows soon, and it's not the hardest boss in the world, but his Comet version can be pretty Monka at this time. Especially on tournament race. You can make a small mistake, boom, you're dead 30 seconds down the drain. As Frosty is about to enter the boss fight, Meowmix is entering Gusty Garden 1. We'll see how he fares there. So Frosty enters the boss fight now. He's gonna go for a bit of safe strat there. It's been the name of the game, really. I can't stress it enough. Oof, Meowmix not being able to reach that planet. He's gonna have to do. Oof, that's gonna hurt. He's grabbing the vines. There. As Frosty grabs the SAR from Major Burrows. Pretty good fight there. Zero problems. As Meowmix is reaching Gusty Garden 1 block, and we have the timing from Frosty was 131.08. Heading now into Gusty Garden 3, probably for the secret star though. As Meow Mix is exactly 4 minutes and 32 seconds behind. The gap is opening, unfortunately for Meow Mix, and Frosty is being consistent at mostly everything. A couple of hiccups here and there, but again, consistency being the name of the game for the man today. This suggests he's probably going for secret. Or not, technically you can actually grab 3 coins for the bits and then ignoring the 4th one. Ooh, pretty neat double jump there. Weird strat, but cool. Probably going for secrets now. Frosty has to wait for the chain chomp to appear. He lost a lot of momentum there, fortunately. The rest of the star has been pretty impeccable. Frosty has a lot of bits. Like, a huge amount of bits. Remember, every time you get bits more than you need, you're gonna lose half a second at best. If the star has any text boxes or other stuff, you're gonna lose even more. Ramix sees the last mole, that's gonna be a huge boon for him. You can see them all. You can see them all getting back. Okay, he makes it happen there. Long jumps in the wrong direction, unfortunately. Nice triple jump there, though. Good backup. Frosty goes again for the star. I still maintain it as faster, but people don't believe me. Rip. Doesn't spawn the star there. He's able to use some of the star to accelerate his momentum. Oof, misses the star chip though. So we're 1 hour and 38 minutes into the round. Frosty's leading by 4 hours. Omega lol. Oh my god. Frosty's leading by 4 minutes and 32 seconds. As per last measurement in Gusty Garden 1. We will take another timing in Gusty Garden Comet and see where stuff has changed. They're both playing pretty well in this stage of the game. We'll see Frosty goes for the long jump there. He goes for the safe strat. Again, once more in this run, Frosty goes for the safe thing. And gets cannoned as a result. Bog. Dodges another cannonball though. Aside from that small hiccup, the stage was pretty close to perfect. Okay. Frosty now going into Comet. As I said, it's pretty Monka star. You can miss there. A small mistake and bam, you're dead 40 seconds. Onto your back as a gift. No way to return that back. It's pretty harsh. We'll see what Frosty comes up for. I'm expecting super safe strat from the man here. Given what he has provided us up until now. Major Burrows is Artemis, by the way. Since Arcor is Bowser, like, that is of course, that is the thing. Meowmix knows he cannot make it with that low flower, so he goes for to grab another smart play there. Frosty there, safe strats, pretty close, looking good. Meowmix there looking to grab up the star there. And it does so to complete the secret star. As Frosty gets the comet in Gusty Garden at 141.12. Keep that in mind as we're gonna measure Meowmix. Ooh, Meowmix still makes it there. Has to look for the chain chomp, but he still gets it. And it's done. Frosty is done, wraps up Gusty Garden, and he's gonna head into Freeze Flame now. Where another galaxy where just it's pretty fine, not too harsh on you. It has its problems in Freeze Flame 2. Freeze Flame 1 can be a bit harsh. Freeze Flame 3 really nothing that can go wrong pretty much if you know where to step. And the same can be said a bit for the Comet. And the Secret is just pretty hard technically, but even if you miss something, you don't lose huge amounts of time. So really, all it matters is Freeze Flame 2, basically. That's going to be where you lose or gain time. If you don't get the skip or if you miss it, Meowmix there, going a bit low with the flower, it doesn't matter since it's on the tree. She's on the third star now. Meowmix there, going for the gravity scramble, as Frosty is gonna climb the mountain. We'll see what strats he comes up from with a simple long jump. Keeping it easy and steady there. Ooh, going with simple stuff there. I like it. It's been a while since I last seen this strat. Oof, that section can be rough. Because Meowmix has a little bit of trouble getting the 5th star chip, but he actually manages to get it in the end. So no big deal. Frosty there, looking pretty nice. Looking good there. Meowmix there with the long jump. Doing the art strat and succeeding. Nice. A bit of small time save over Frosty there. It's gonna help, definitely. As Meowmix wraps up Gusty Garden free, he is gonna add that into Gusty Garden Comet. It looks like he's caught up a bit, or is it, or I don't know. It looks so, but I don't want to jump the gun, let's say. We'll see after the measurement. It certainly doesn't look like he has lost time, but we'll see. Frosty doing the Frosty Cosmic Luigi race. Frosty being a sponsor without we noticing all the time. How could that have happened? Frosty, are you sponsoring the Galaxy game? Your name is on there. I was wrong. That was... Wow, Frosty. My art skipped a bit there. That was pretty interesting. Cool strats from Frosty there. Game doing stuff there, as always. That's a weird thing that can happen. Frosty off angle with the jump. As Meowmix prepares to face the Comet there. Doing a bit safe strat there. Okay, finally gets Major Bros here. Now flooring Major Bros for the second time. Meowmix gets it. Pretty neat. Nice. And Frosty enters the make or break level for Freeze Flame. This level is definitely the hardest in the galaxy. There is a pretty huge skip that you have to nail if you want to save time here. There's two variants. One is a bit harder, but saves like 0.5 seconds more than the easy one. We'll see what Frosty goes for, but my instincts tell me that he's probably gonna go for the easy one. No, he is not. Oh, yes, he is. Gets up and switches gravity. Oof. Gets a fire lit up under his metaphorical butt. Or not so metaphorical, actually. But still makes it. Oof. Monk has section there to do with 1 HP. As Meowmix enters. Oof. I'm dumb, but didn't get the measurement. I'm dumb. But we'll get after Free Swing 2. I think I'm starting to feel the effects of being up at midnight. Great. At actually 1 AM, basically. Frosty gets a star 147.37. Pretty good. Actually manages to keep his composure under pressure with 1 HP there. Long jumping with 1 HP over a pool of lava doesn't look like a great idea to me, because it's not, actually. You might not want to be at 1 HP there. But the Volsty strats, they're forced you to be at 1 HP. So, yeah, you get the picture. Oof, that hurts. Can you get up, Momix, there? Okay, nice. Nice backup there. Looking pretty good. Okay, now it finally gets the hit. Struggling a bit with the second hit on the Baron there. The Baron gets shattered instantly there. So, Meowmix gets Freeze Flame 1 now, as Frosty gets into Freeze Flame 3. Also, we'll see in the chat if somebody's done the measurement for me. Frosty is a simple man. He sees a safe strat, he does it. Frosty now there grabbing the Fire Flower. Oof, missing the strat once. He's gonna still have time for that. We'll see if he does the chain long jump. Yes, he does. Ouch. Frosty, my man, what are you doing? You'll still make it, maybe. Go for it. Ooh, that was pretty close. Pretty close shave there. Still makes it, Frosty. That would have been a huge time loss. Very, very big one. You don't want that to happen at all. Frosty doesn't care about getting the other ice flower. He just goes for it. Smart play there. Okay. 70% run you can catch the plate. Meowmix, my man, I'm not gonna stand for that, dude. You're not doing bad, per se. Actually, you're keeping up quite nicely there. So, stop, like, insulting yourself for doing something bad that you're not doing bad. I think the whole chat is behind me on that. Like, technically you're free to consult yourself how much you want, but also not. Like why? Also, shout out to Frosty for not being tired at this point and still being able to play on a good pace, because I'm totally destroyed now. Oof, Nummix there missing the star chip, going a little bit too autumn bother there. Frosty, stop shooting imaginary star bits. Practicing his star bits shooting skills there. Hitting a Goomba there. And climbing up is Frosty now. Ooh, my man! Ah, that's a big time loss. Can he back it up? No, he cannot. Rip. See, Frosty knows his 120, knows the backups, knows the purple coins, and he does the thing. Nummix with a better execution in First Lane 2 on the skip. Looking pretty nice. Frosty destroys the snowman. Oh, that's a pretty interesting use of the buffer time for the Fire Flower. But I don't think it will make it in time for destroy the crystal there. But he just backflips over it. I guess it's a legit strat. So Meowmix, I can estimate because I didn't check the exact time for the grab. It's beyond 10 seconds about from now. And Meowmix is about close to 5 minutes behind. This race is slowly looking more and more in control for Frosty, and he's on the driving seat right now. That was not a safe strat there, definitely. So Meowmix now heading into First Lane 3 as Frosty is wrapped up and ready to go into Oni Climb. We'll see how proficient is he with the glitch, and what he's willing to do. Looking nice. Pretty good. Overshoots it a bit, but not a huge deal. Meowmix going for the sludgy strats there. Falls off from the cage, but it's not a huge deal, actually. Chaining long jumps. That was pretty fast. That was very fast. Frosty taking a bit safe there. Smart play. Ooh, no, he loses the setup. He loses that setup. Let's see if he knows what happens. He does, because he doesn't try that again, as far as I can notice, up until... Basically, what happens is that if you lose the setup for that on the third planet, you cannot regain the setup. Like, literally, it's impossible. Because it's dependent on the launch star. So, ooh, Meowmix there dies in the final section. That's gonna hurt. So Frosty, smart play, completes the rest of the level normally. Small time loss, but nothing too huge. At least compared to dying off. And, ooh, Meowmix, my man, be careful there. Ooh, that was Monk, guys. Still makes it over. It was dangerous. He's going for ballsy stuff. He needs that to climb back. As Frosty enters now Dark Matter Plant and the final stretch of the run at 1 hour 55 minutes. Let me see a comparison to that with my PB, which FYI is a 247.11. And I complete Bowser 2 at 153.35. So Frosty is about 6 minutes behind my PB, which would put him on PB pace. But we'll see, actually 7 minutes, so that's pretty close to PB still, which is pretty impressive. Of course, that doesn't take into account the comparison versus me on the next stages, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose a bad thing, given that I'm strong at late game than most people, and worse at early game. But we'll see. Well, barely makes it Frosty there. It's pretty close. Yami's catching the penguin now. Frosty heads over, jumps over Dark Matter, and he's dead. Stone Cold Dark Matter kills him. He was just a bit overambitious with the long jump. Not a huge time loss, but it's still gonna mess up the cycles. And that's gonna be interesting. We'll see how Frost reacts to that. He knows his cycles clearly, and he knows his backup. Guys, learn the backups. One word of advice. Learn the backups. Whatever around there you're doing, learn the backups. Meowmix there falling into the water briefly. Gets back up. Looking nice. Was pretty fast. Frosty there. Attempting the long jump. Gets a lot of distance. Done. Looking good. So Frosty now enters Bowser after a pretty good Dark Matter Plant. That was pretty nice. Namis completes Freeze Flame Secret right now with a time of 158.05. Yes, it is. Frosty, if you're listening, can we know your comparison to BB? Frosty there taking a bit safer and using the safe strat to get the kill on the turret for Bowser. Meowmix getting the glitch a bit weirdly. Oof. Still backs it up. Still fine. Not a huge loss. Still manages to get it up. Frosty completes Bowser before 2 hours. That's pretty nice. It's a pretty good time. Meowmix now is climbing, getting a lot of height there. Gets an additional Luigi. And completes there. As Frosty will get the time reading for that. Right there. With a 159.48, let's say. For simplicity's sake. Meowmix goes for the trick on the last planet. Goes for 1. Goes for 2. And stops there. Goes for 3. Oh, and he loses the setup. Ooh, that's painful. He still manages to back it up. Ooh, okay, he didn't lose the setup. He actually just turned... Okay. That's interesting. That was an interesting strat. Looking good. Meowmix completes Omni Climb in a good fashion there. Pretty good. Frosty unlocks the engine room now. And he's gonna head up there to complete a good set of 12 stars before leaving the engine room. It's the final stretch of the run. And Frosty has said he's in the driver's seat for this. A lot of star bits, so that's out of the question. He's built a good lead. He's looking on a good pace up until now. Almost PB pace. Unamis gets an unwanted wall kick there, but still gets a good movement here. Oof. Goomba on the face, unfortunately. He got Goomba'd. Nice triple jump there. Nice triple jump ×2. Nice getting out of the way there. Dude, Meowmix is on fire in this Dark Matter plant. He's waiting a bit there. That was Monka. That was incredibly Monka-esque. Frosty starts Gold Leaf 1 there. Meowmix taking his time. Just understandable. Don't want to mess up there. Huge time loss. Look at this Frosty strats. I wonder who could he have watched to learn these strats. I'm the only one that does that thing. And that was weird. But this was cool. I'm literally the only one that does that second chip strat, so who could he have watched to learn that? My man, Frosty, you can say you're in my chat if you're watching. Joking there. Now Meowmix enters the Bowser fight as Frosty enters the most BS bunny in the game. Ooh, and that's why. Ooh, backed it up. Nice. Pretty nice from Frosty there. Good backup. It's not like it's fire. It's not like it's the fastest strat in the world. It's like even not even that fast. Well, technically it's English community gold technically, so it's pretty fast, but not that fast. Meowmix has a bit of a problem with the second phase there, but manages to score the hit in the end. And nice third phase for Meowmix. Now he only has to score the hits. And it's 1, 2, and done. Nice Bowser fight from Meowmix aside from the small hiccup. Like that particular way of doing that, I think. That's the point. Not the order of the star chips. That's like everybody does that. But the particular long jump from the first to the second one. Okay, Frosty doing his setup for that. Frosty doing things like his own way here. Well, it's working clearly for him. I should learn the backup there. Camera being the camera here. Cataquex being Cataquex here. Nothing new. The deranged soul that invented Cataquex needs to burn in hell, in the fiery pits of hell. Meowmix is about 5 minutes, by the way, I didn't miss that. Still, this race is... Meowmix is unfortunately not catching up. Frosty is being consistent, leaving few openings. And yeah, is looking good. Frosty, what? That's interesting. That's a good one. That's super safe, guys. That's going ultra safe. That's going hyper goner safe levels. Namik's entering engine room now, as Frosty goes to Gold Leaf 3. Gold Leaf 1 and 2 being pretty clean from him. Small mistakes again, but nothing major. He's been pretty consistent throughout the whole run. Leaving very few openings. We'll see how this Gold Leaf 3 goes. Wall kick. Going for the setup there. A bit over eager there. Pretty nice. Taking his time is Frosty, but looking pretty good. That side flip looked very cool. I don't know if that was intentional or not. That looked pretty cool. Movement looking savage there from Namik's doing a bit of a weird movement strat there. But working. Then climbing up, looking nice. Frosty not doing cutscene skip there. Gonna be problematic, but he gets the reverse thing. He shoots for it. He makes it. Nice. Lands on the wrong side, however. Namik's now dodging. Oh, camera. No, camera. Namik's get the bits. Yes, he does. Gets at least some bits. Frosty wraps up Gold Leaf 3 with a bang there. Namix adds to the worst bunny in the game. And that shows up there. If you don't get it soon, you're gonna lose time here. And Namix was playing pretty well to get it that quickly, but if you don't manage to back it up with some way, you're wasting a lot of time for no other reason. First now going to another hard star, OP. Jokes aside, it's pretty straightforward star. Ring the bell, get the notes. Easy. If you're doing it that fast, it's pretty easy to miss a note or two though. Because you want to be fast, as you can see. Frosty's, again, my man, is going safe. And he doesn't disappoint. Taking his time, going safe. Easy. As it is. Namik's now going to Gold Leaf 2, aka where I lose runs. I'm glad to see that for other people this is the case. Now mix, going for the no catapult strat there, looking good. We'll see the triple jump. No, we spun. If you can make it with the triple jump there, you should not spin. Also, he goes again for the triple jump there. Looking good now. This time he's done it. Nice. Frosty doesn't get the boost there, fortunately. Catapult's juggling around Meow Mix. Frosty goes for a pretty weird strat that doesn't look like it's working up until like now. Ooh, it's a variation of the setup. Interesting. That is pretty interesting. I mean, gets the bee mushroom there. Wants to get the bounce. And he gets the bounce. Oh my god, the height! Frosty enters Sea Slide right now. Dynamics wraps up Gold Leaf 2. Lul. Now Frosty heading into Season 1, Auto-Scroller, going to relax a bit before the final stretch. After this, there is going to be a couple of art stars in the form of Sea Slide 2, Totem 1, the Comet and the Secret on Totem are also a bit scary. Then you've got other stars where you can lose time, such as Buoy Base. If you're not practiced with the skip, Drip Drop is infamous for killing runs at the very end at Arcor Gaming. And yeah, there's a couple of stars that can be really, really painful and easy to lose time on. Dynamics there. We'll see if he tries the cutscene skip. Ooh, come on. That looked so close. He actually entered the cutscene trigger by mistake. It looked like it was done, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. Dynamics, my man, get up. Ah, that hurts. Getting juggled by the Cannoneer there. Okay, gets the back. He gets the back win. Let's hope we can make it. No, he goes for the safe strats. Well, he gets spiked. That final phase can be very hard. And he gets on the right side. Unfortunately, loses a bit of time on the fight as Frosty preps up. Sea Slide 1. Wait a second, let's see. This winner, yeah, he goes versus Admi. Yes, that backflip to the B is Luigi only. What did I say that was rude? If I did, I didn't notice. What did I say that was rude, guys? Really, I am rude, you should know that. Frosty going for the surface whims there. Nice. Second try. Looking cool. Looking clean. Yep, that will be correct, True Gamer. With Mario, you should do, by the way, Romani, with Mario, you should do the triple jump to the big mushroom. Or you can technically try that backflip and ground pound at peak height, you should be able to smash the bubble, but I'm not sure about that. I would need to check that out. Yamix proceeds now on to Gold Leaf Comet. And Frosty is going into Seaside 2. We'll see how does he fare with the Surface Whim and Workout percent. Nice boost from Yamix there. Going up. Trying sludgy strats. Ooh, momentum dead there. But he's still running and still going. Oh, setup. Ugh, damn it. That was a bit too much on the left, sadly. Nice, gets on the second try, just like Frosty did. Romani True Gamer today got 236.21. Now Miamik's going to enter Seaside now. Frosty goes for a bit of safer approach in the mid part of the race, and then goes on again to Surface Whims. And he finishes the race with a 103, which is not bad, especially considering the safe approach in the mid. That's a pretty good time. Now makes there, trying to Surface Swim, fishing for it. Didn't get it, but I mean, if you don't get it, you just straight up spin up until Guppy's too. No big deal there. Oof. That's actually the effect of the fact that if you start spinning, you cannot direction it in. You cannot do directioning of the spin in certain particular cases. Like if you get into the water without ground pounding. If you do with a ground pound, you can actually add it to basically modify your direction whilst you're actually spinning. If you don't, you cannot, and that's why Mammoth was going straight up in front there. Well, True Gamer, as far as I know, you play on VC, right? So that would explain, like, that you gain a bit of time doing by just using the VC version. But still, that's a pretty good time. Crusty there, jumping in. Ooh, jumping that gravity flip section and using a backflip to get up there. Unorthodox strategy, but looking pretty good. The time delta is over 5 minutes right now. And Frost is looking increasingly likely to take this home. He's barely put a foot wrong in many cases. Small little mistakes that over time they add up, but I mean Frost is being pretty consistent during this run. Commentator's curse about to hit, but he manages to save that. Frosty there, not going for the odd triple jump. Going for the nominal strats. And actually landing on Mecha Bowser now. We'll see now what Frosty pulls off. The cylinder, yeah, is going for the hard version of the skip. Angling jump. Not a problem for the man. He gets a pretty bad angle, but as I said, not a problem for the man. He still climbs up. Not the fastest climb, but it will do. And it's actually doing the hard version of the skip is actually gaining a bit of time over people that don't do that. So it's still faster. Actually, it was a pretty good skip. Nemix there having a bit of problems with the shell, and Cosmic Luigi gaining the jump on him. He needs that surface whim. He needs that. Oh, he gets it. Will it be enough? Okay, he gains back the advantage. That was pretty close, but he manages to get it. Okay, just a bit of a moment there. That could have been like very bad. At least you didn't lose the run to it like I did in Meowmix. I choked the 235 to that. Oh, not even joking. I tried the setup 10 times for the surface whim and didn't get it once. That was bad. Really bad. Nice loading time for Frosty there. Feel bad for him. As now Frosty is going to add into Toy Time's secret. Adding the bits. Are they enough? Yes, they are. Nice setup for Meowmix there, getting the surface whim not instantly but close to and losing it. That's bad. Whoa, that was risky there. Still doing pretty good there, not losing much time with that. Gains the ability back to the the vortex there, hurting a bit Meowmix. He's still rocking the first place though, not spinning there. The penguin overtakes him. Oh, Frosty there, my man. That hurts. Nemix fearing running out of air, maybe. Takes it safe and sound through the section here. And Frosty has to take it safe. The cycles are completely different. Meowmix goes on all the way with the shell. He tries for the wow, instant surface whim. Flashes of brilliance from Meowmix in this race. Totally. What happened there, Frosty? What was that? Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii is a very well programmed video game, as you can see. What do you consider to be a good time? What do you mean? In the race for Seas Like 2 or in the game? In the game, a top level runner is a sub 230. A good level runner is a sub 240. And a sub 3 in general is a runner that is respectable. Like the whole section between sub 240 and sub 3 are respectable runners. Some are very good actually, but like Pods, my man, get sub 240, man. You're like a 231 some of best, and my man. See, I totally think Pods is capable of sub 240. Just sometimes he gets the nerves and rip. But yeah, you get the point. Let's say sub to 45 is good runners. Sub to 40 might be a bit too restricted for good. Firstly, they're doing the Comet version of the star now as Meowmix enters Totem 1. Instead, if you mean the race in seasons like Comet, a good time is 55 or less. A great time is sub 50. An okay time, depending on strats. If you're doing safe strats, it's pretty good. If you're doing fast strats, it's okay. it's sub 1. At least for me. And with the strats I do. Frosty there completing the combat without problems, apart from the small error in the first star. Are there really runners that don't have sub to 30 but have sub to 28? Like there's Alex and Aurum and Brad Ghost. And Alex isn't running anymore the game because he said he got the time he wanted. Aurum and Brad Ghost aren't running the game anymore at the moment, but they're totally capable of sub to 28, so I will still consider them top level runners. If they run the game now, they would totally get a better time. So that's basically an arbitrary distinction, but I would consider them to be top level runners. Because if they come back to the game, they can totally get sub 228, for instance, so you get the point. So, Frosty now is doing Toy Time 2 as Meowmix wraps up Toy Time 1. Frosty getting a little bit lost there, I feel. Not doing the fast strat that involves jumping onto the screw there. Doing a weird strat, but seems to be working out, so looking just fine. Meowmix having to recover now Totem 2 Comet and Secret. It's gonna be harsh. It's still doable, but Frosty is flying away right now. Frosty, my man. Frosty forgot he actually has to collect the stars. I have the feeling he was having Super Mario Galaxy 2 memories there, and then, oh right, this is not Mario Squared, and this is not Green Stars. No problems though, he manages to get that back up pretty easily. No harm done there, other than the 2 or 3 seconds of time loss. As Frosty wraps up Toy Time 2, heading now to the final trip to the kitchen, and Meowmix is feeding the hungry Luma right now. So Frosty there with a dome exit at 228.31. No, what? Yeah, Frosty forgets he actually has to exit the dome, so 36. Sliding down the observatory there. And they're going for the ballsy strats, and he makes it happen. Let's see if he can go for that. No. The Toxbox slams shut the door, unfortunately for him. He gets a good cycle there, though. Risking it a bit. Meowmix is looking good on this Comet. Oof. Comet uses Curse, striking again. Still, Frosty died there, so there is a chance. What was that? Like from the game, I mean, not from Meowmix. What was that game, please? Meowmix takes the safety coin. Great play there. As Frosty enters Blue Base 1 and will look forward to close this as soon as possible. Oof. Ooh, Frosty needs air. Let's see if he knows there's an actual strat. You can go into first person there. Okay, no. He actually goes deep down a bit more. That was a small time loss there. Nothing too major though. Oof. Tom being in the way, unfortunately. Frosty not going for the skip there. That's interesting. For those of you that don't know it, there is a skip that's Luigi only in this galaxy that requires you to spin at a particular moment, and you have to spin with the nunchuck and all day throughout the process, as Mario cannot do it because Luigi barely makes it and Luigi jumps higher than Mario. Frosty not doing that right now. Yamix enters Comet for Toy Time Comet. Ooh, that was pretty close. I'm just getting a bit like stunned for a moment. Don't want to risk dying there. Yamix there, trying to complete Toy Time Comet. Ooh, close call with the platform there. Still makes it. And no, the platform just landed the door shut there. Frosty now entering Blue Base Secret. And time is running out for Yamix, unfortunately. As Frosty is entering the Floating Fortress right now. Once more. He will be looking to get the secret star now. Let's see what he can do there. In the meantime, Yamix entering Toy Time 2, Frosty at a close call there with the amp, but he still makes it happen there. And looking pretty neat. Yamix as well, not going for the screw jump, preferring instead to go for the simpler strat there. And ShadowFrost heads now off into Drip Drop now. Pretty complicated stage, a lot going on. You have to be very careful with camera positioning, you have to be very careful with what you do. And in the meantime, you're also on oxygen. And yeah, it's pretty hard. You gotta do camera manipulations and be careful. Be very careful, because if you miss something, you're losing a bunch of time. Free. Like literally, you just lost 20 seconds if you miss something. So it's a very complicated stage. One would say that, hey, you gotta kill 3 eels. What can possibly go wrong? You'll see. I hope you don't see it, actually. Frosty there. Gets into there. He needs to nail this shot. He does. Nice. Now. My man. Ooh. He's looking for a shell there now. Kind of unorthodox strat, but gets the hit on the second one. And the third one is running out now. Oof. Frosty, my man, I hope you can get the hit. No, yeah, the shell is actually pretty close to red shells, which auto-aim, so not too bad. It was a pretty unorthodox strat there. And Yamix is 6 minutes behind out of the dome. 6 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm afraid that Frosty's running away with this. Yeah, Toy Time Comet. Toy Time Comet, just Frosty died in Toy... No, first died in Toy Time Secret. As Frosty now will head into the final star of the game before the final Bowser battle, shooting away star bits. My man, you were under 69. No way you can make memes there. Ooh, Nemix trying to camera manipulation in Buoy Base. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. Wow, that was close for Frosty. Nemix now climbing the Buoy Base. What? Game, please. That was a close call. Still, Nyamix is up there, so nothing bad has happened. We'll see if Nyamix goes for the skip. He appears to be going for the skip. If you wait that much, that's why. Yes, he is. Let's see how he fares on the skip. Might be a chance to catch up. Nyamix is trying for the skip. Unfortunately, he's not getting it. That didn't look too bad, but he's only getting one bounce. If you get the skip right, you're gonna see two bounces there on the bouncer basically there. But that's painful. As Nyamix just surrenders that and goes on to try to get the starships. Frosty, in the meantime, is heading towards the final Bowser. And he looks to be on PB pace. So pretty neat there. Now he gets the final, the fourth star chip. He only misses one now. Before he can go on. Frosty looking sharp there. Fate of the Universe. Frosty has a chance to make this race his one and his only. And let's see if this is his victory lap. Oof. Might want to try for early cycle, but I think the possibility is already gone, burnt in the fire of that fire bar. That was risky, my man. Okay, that works, I guess. Rip early cycle, will he get normal? We'll see. Yes, pretty easy normal cycle. Gets the wall kick, Frosty there. Now makes the meantime enters Buoy Base secret. Frosty there, grabs the coin. Don't want to make any mistakes there. Off to the ice skating zone. My man Yalmix is trying to spawn the torpedo head. Frosty there, going to a bit safe strat. Getting the fire bar hit. Frosty just doesn't want to risk stuff, and I cannot blame him. This approach has been carrying him the whole race. Being very consistent at what he's doing. Looking sharp. Oof. That might be... Okay, taking his time there. Don't want to die here. Bullet Bill Gauntlet now. Frosty there, making the memes happen. I can always appreciate the fellow memer there. 69 Starbase protecting him through the Bullet Bill Gauntlet up until now. We'll see. The power of the 69 star bits. is flowing through Frosty, saving him from falling down there. You see that that is the power of having 69 bits. Never underestimate it. Bonk. Still saved. Dude, I will claim forever in my life that 69 bits protect here now. Yamik's now adding, after being able to spawn that Torpedo Ted, to Drip Drop to finish this portion of Kitchen and adding to the final. Only have Luigi Star after that. We'll see if Meowmix can get fast strats and Drip Drop. Stairs through final boss, in the words of second place holder Sludgy Gamer. Bit problematic for Frosty, but in the end, he was able to clean that without any major mistakes. Yamix gets the first hit pretty fast. Now goes for the second shell. Turns on. Where is the eel? Oof, the eel's already racing in the distance, but he can hit. Oh, can you back it up? Oh, yes, nice back up there. He didn't miss that snipe. That would have been very harsh if he did. That makes one man. The eel is on the left there, and he sees that and he snipes that. Not a million miles away from what Frosty did. Frosty in the final battle now. Looking pretty sharp there. Oof, Bowser is stomping onto the... Okay. Frosty manages to work around that. Frosty entering the final phase. I'm not sure he's on PD pace, but let me check. Yes, he definitely is on PD pace. He can get the PB there. Actually, let me check on the tournament page. Yes, he definitely can get the PB there. Frosty in the final phase as Meowmix enters. Only have Luigi. Frosty got the cancel. Wheelie. Yes, he got the cancel. Pretty good there. And Frosty is about to seal the deal there to win the tournament race. Timing on the final star, but it's pretty apparent that now Yami's cannot do anything more about it. And Frosty, pretty clean run, pretty clean PB. Nothing to say about the man. Safe strat, very consistent, very clean throughout the whole run. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good run. Nothing to say about that, really. We'll see if Frosty will be there for an interview now. Yep. 2:44.33. Very nice. Very nice run from Frosty there. And we will. Now, we'll switch audio to Meowmix. I'll send an invite for Frosty to see if he is willing to go to the... come in for the interview here. We'll see if Frosty will join us here now. In the meantime, Meowmix adding up into the final level of the game. We'll see His PB is 250-17, so I think he's a bit away from that there. But you never know. He could still be pretty close to his PB, so not looking too shabby here. Beep beep. So final level now for Meowmix. We'll see if he goes for early cycle or not. So Meowmix now there trying his best there, but I think early cycle is pretty much dead. He can still get normal cycle pretty easily, and he probably is going to do that. Tries to get the wall kick with the fire bar, but not an option here. Oof. Gets a wrong gravity for the backflip, but looking pretty sharp in the end there. Oof, Meowmix, there's an invi wall there. You don't want to do that. Ah, that's sad. I hoped up until the very end he could do that, but alas, it was not meant to be. Not a great time loss in the end, so not too bad. I think BB's dead, however, from Meowmix. Okay, Frosty will join us for the interview when Meowmix will be over. We'll see if both of them will join us. I don't know, Meowmix has had a rough day, so if he doesn't want to do the interview, it will be fine. So up until the final section, now heading to the Bullet Bill Gauntlet. It's been not too shabby for Meowmix up until now, but we'll see what is going. Ooh, pretty close call there. Pretty close call there, but Meowmix is pushing through. Nice cannon jump there. Go for the long jump, go for the safe zone. Nice. Nice there. Nice section from Meowmix. We're looking at a 252, 253, which is 2 minutes away from his PB. Considering the early part of the game, it's not too bad at all. Final 3 minutes for Meowmix. It's gonna be definitely not happy after this run, considering the very beginning. But all in all, as I said before, he's not looking too bad, considering he's gonna be less than 3 minutes from his PB unless he makes major mistakes in the final fight. Or I'm not counting sharply. That could also be, considering I'm pretty tired right now. But and worse is gonna be like 4 minutes from PB. Considering his beginning, yeah, I understand why he's not happy. He was not happy at the very beginning of the run. I don't know, he might have changed his opinion seeing at the time. Oof. Ouch. Getting bouldered from Bowser. Getting on the second hit there. Okay. Second phase. Also easiest unless you do a pretty tricky strat, hitting Bowser with the slime ball. Okay, manages to carry on with the hits without problems, and goes to the third phase there. Nice cancel for the first phase from Meowmix there. Looking pretty sharp on the final fight. And we're looking at 252 with most, probably. A mid 252. Spawns a lot of fireballs, which could help the cancel technically. And he does, ooh, pretty close. Still gonna get a hit on the second one. Nice. Meowmix last hit on Bowser. Bowser pulls. Likes to not cooperate on the last hit, but in the end, Meowmix is gonna get his 252, and he's gonna finish the race. Oof. So we'll send the link to Meowmix now. If he wants to join us for an interview, as well as Frosty. He's going to join us pretty soon. And Meowmix is going to finish, as I said, with a mid 252. We'll see if he has any comments about that on the interview, if he's going to do that. And the final time is going to be a 252.35, actually. So, now, okay, I'm not sure Frosty can hear us yet.
Hi.
Hey there, Frosty.
Hey, Liz.
How are you doing? Congratulations on the win and the PB.
Thank you, thank you. It was a really good run. Well,
sort of. Well, it was. I mean, you made mistakes occasionally, but I didn't see a huge mistake from you after only have won. I didn't see anything that lost 30 seconds. Maybe Totem won. Totem Secret, sorry. But the rest of the run was pretty cool. Consistent, yeah, no major mistakes. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was especially the early game that was really... Still was a little bit getting into it, but after a while it started going better, luckily. And yeah, I was happy to get a run in like this.
Well, that was pretty good, and it looked like you... It certainly looked like you practiced at least some strats, because since last time I've seen you play, you've updated the route. You've done some strats in a different way, and I think it helped a lot, actually. And it was nice to see you had time to practice, especially all the things that are going on in college and stuff. And yeah, so that was pretty good. And well, you're gonna update the bracket pretty soon. But your next opponent is gonna be Admi.
It's gonna be a rough one. Yeah,
it's gonna be a rough one.
I hope so. I can do it if I practice. Maybe.
Well, yeah, if you practice and pull off the run of the century, you can beat Admi. I think that can happen.
Seems doable for sure.
Well then, I like the fact that you get that attitude, because if I get Claire in the final in my final match, I'm gonna be, oh god, what I can do. But yeah,
come on, you can do it, Elias. I believe.
We believe. So it's nice to see a fellow PSG man there carrying on in the tournament. We can fly the flag there. I don't know if Meowmix is gonna come in for the interview. It looks like he has some, let's say, he has a grudge towards HH1 Skip. Understandable.
Yeah, it's a rough skip to do. It can sometimes just suddenly bite you in the butt, and it's never fun when that happens.
Yeah, I've seen you. The first one from you looked pretty cool, but then you missed the jump, and I was like, ah, oh, come on. Oof.
Yeah, it's always scary after missing that first time. You get extra nervous, and it just...
Yeah.
I was so scared for that trick. Like, especially when I went into that level, and I was like, I should have practiced this level at least once before starting this run. I didn't do this. Okay.
Okay, I understand that. It's like me with Space Junk. Only I always practice Space Junk. And they never get it right.
Yeah, I feel like the Space Junk you should just never practice, because I practiced that one a lot before this run, and I was like, that should go right. I got it like 5 out of 6 times in practice. Nope, it doesn't work in runs. Nope.
It doesn't. The Space Junk skip is patched. If you start a run, Space Junk skip is patched. You should know that. Anyway, I don't know if Yamis will come in. I doubt it at this point, which is understandable. He was pretty pissed at the very beginning of the run for what happened. So yeah, it's pretty understandable.
I felt so bad for him. You know, I just saw the reaction from chat, and I didn't know what was going on, and I felt so bad.
I've read that, but yeah, Yamis was playing very well at the beginning of the run. Compared to, he literally looked like another runner compared to what he did on the last race I've seen from him. So that felt pretty bad to see that he practiced a lot of strats and it was failing them, because I know that feeling. Like, I know that feeling so much with other strats that I usually practice, but then I kill rounds 2 and then, oh, come on, I just practiced this. So that feels bad. Anyways, I think we should wrap this up because it's pretty late here.
It is same. I kind of want to go to bed.
Yeah, as well. So thank you guys for being with us today. Hope you enjoyed the race. It was pretty close for about some time, but then Frosty decided, let's make this race mine, which is understandable. And yeah.
Sorry, Meow.
I'm sorry, I wanted to win the race.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. The race was pretty good. So hope to see you again, and hope you make a good show against Admi and give him a run for his money. Give him a run for his money, because the guy can't just CBA to practice any percent and win races. Man, you just have to vindicate all of us.
I'm gonna do my best. That's all I can do, and I just hope we can make it a beautiful race. Very well then. Hope to see you guys next time. We're actually gonna have a race on Tuesday on Super Mario Galaxy. Any percent again. It's gonna be a big one. It's Danny GG versus Archer Gaming for Meowmix self-dying and in frustration. Well, no, it's actually going to be to access for the winners finals of the tournament. So it's a pretty important match. I'll be commentating that as well. It's going to be Tuesday at 2 p.m. EDT. If you're from Europe, it's 8 p.m. most likely. So hope you see you guys there. And very well then. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Goodbye. Bye.